Yo, welcome in everybody, XWeaverX. This is why you should be playing the Enhanced Edition of Black Ops 3. So, I have the Vanilla Edition right here running. As you can see up top here, we have the FPS counter, and it's all over the place. There's a lot of micro stutters, as you're aware, as well as FPS drops, freezes, the list goes on. Vanilla Edition of Black Ops 3 is shit, let's be honest. It is what it is. Now, that's because of DRM being in the game. That DRM is Arxon, and that was discovered by a guy named Maris Human. He reverse engineered the whole game of Black Ops 3, discovered that that's the DRM solution that Black Ops 3 is using. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what DRM is, it's digital rights management, and it's a way to prevent piracy in a sense. Does it really work? Well, debatable, but that's for another topic, another time. Now, right here, we're in the weapons menu. And as you can see, there is a lot of micro stutters and freezes when you're going back and forth between the menus. Now, I'm happy to say the Enhanced Edition fixes all the micro stutters, fixes the freezes, the FPS drops, and, well, quite frankly, speeds up the game in the entirety. The maps load faster, we have an unlock FPS counter, and that's just the tip of the iceberg with the Enhanced Edition. So right here, this is Origins on Vanilla Edition. I got a timer going from 5 minutes to show you how long it takes to load into the game. So we'll see how long it takes. So as you guys see, it took a whole 19 seconds to get into the game. While that's not really a long time, just wait till you see the Enhanced Edition. So let's hop right over to that. Okay guys, now I'm loading into the Black Ops 3 Enhanced Edition, and right off the rip, you're going to see at the top right, it's going to say Black Ops 3 Enhanced Edition, so as long as you installed everything correctly. Now also, if you take a look, we are hitting the max 240 FPS cap. If you did not know, there is a max cap of 240 FPS. There is a way to get around that going through the config file. I'll show you that at the end of the video if you want over 240 FPS. Now, coming into my options here, I just wanted to show you I'm running everything completely maxed out, and I'm playing this in 2K right now, everything maxed out, and I'm recording in 4K, and I'm still getting well over 200 FPS, which is insane. Now, coming in here to my GOBBLEGUMS, you can see I have all my GOBBLEGUMS still that I have on my Steam account, and then I also have all my Liquid Divinium as well. So the transition of the Windows Store version and the Steam Store is flawless. There's no issues whatsoever. Now coming in here to the weapon kit. This is where the game always drops frames and there's a lot of stutters, but as you see, flawless, super butter, baby. And I even go back to the main menu and back to zombies a few times. This just show you how quick this is. I mean, look at the transition there. It's super quick, dude. Now I'm going to load into Origins and show you how fast this loads up. Keep in mind, I do have a very beefy PC, but for those running like a low to mid-end PC, you're going to get probably 30 seconds to a minute faster loading times, not even just on Origins, but all across the board on every map. Like, this is how crazy this Enhanced Edition of Black Ops 3 really is. It is by far the definitive edition and the way you should be playing, in my opinion. Now, when we get into the game, as you see here, again, keep in mind, I'm playing max settings, recording at 4K, and playing in 2K. And there's no stutters at all. No micro stutters, no like severe drops, freezes, hitches, anything whatsoever. The game is so butter smooth, and it just does not get better than this, guys. It really doesn't. Now, there are some caveats that need to be mentioned. Every good thing, there's always a couple bad things, right? So the bad things, if you're going to be running this, not every mod is going to be supported. Primarily the ones that run DLLs to use their mods. So like a good example of that would be the all-around enhancement mod. The developers already reached out and said that they are working on patching this to work for this edition of the game. So for that, you're just going to have to keep an eye on the Steam Workshop page for whatever mods you're running, and just see if the developers are going to be updating their mods to support this version. Now, the other thing that needs to be mentioned is you cannot send invites to friends through the in-game menu through the friend menu, or do game chat for voice chat. You can still invite friends through the Steam overlay, but the in-game friend chat and in-game voice chat does not work in this version of the game. So with that being said, I'm going to show you how to install this now. So let's hop over to my computer to show you. So now I'm going to show you how to get all this installed. All the links are going to be down in my description so you can easily follow along. The first thing we want to do, we want to head over here to the GitHub page and grab the BO3 enhanced zip. Now this was developed by Sirius, which is the guy that brought us the T7 patch. Him and his partner Emma worked on this, so major shout out to them. We really appreciate it. The next thing you want to do is head over to this website here. Go here to the Windows Store dump. If this is not available, try the backup link. Right now, the first one is available, so you can just go there. We're going to grab the dump file here. The next thing we want to do is head over here to the Microsoft Store, and we want to download the gaming services. If you don't have this, you can encounter this fatal error of the X game runtime. So make sure you go ahead and grab this as well. This is going to redirect you to the Microsoft Store. Just hit get and hit yes to install it. And once you guys have everything downloaded, go to your downloads folder. You want to go ahead and extract both of these files here. Once you have both of those extracted, open up Steam, find your Black Ops 3, right click it, go to manage, browse local files. Okay, so once we have this open, go ahead and open up that downloads folder once again. And so from here, what we want to do is we want to grab our dump folder, double click it. We want to grab everything that we have in this dump folder here. And we want to go ahead and paste it in the root directory of our Black Ops 3 folder here. Replace all the files. Once we've done that, we want to go back to our downloads and we want to go into our BO3 enhanced folder. And you want to take everything inside of here and drag it over to the root directory as well, replacing any files that it may ask. So now that we have all the files transferred over, find your .exe. It should look like this. If it doesn't look like this and has a yellow lock, you need to right click it, scroll down to file ownership and select personal. Now, one other thing we need to do is right click it, go down to properties, come over here to digital signatures. Make sure this does say Activision Publishing. If it says something else, then you have the wrong files and you need to restart. Just make sure this does say Activision Publishing. And if you want to revert back to the Steam version or need to restart, just go find your Black Ops 3, hit properties, come over here to installed files, and then verify integrity of game files. That'll restore all the Steam files for you. So there is one more thing I want to show you. If you scroll to the bottom, come down here to the t7patch.conf, double click that. This is where you're going to go ahead and change your player name as well as set 1 to 4 for how many more players can join you if you want only like a locked number of players. And then if we type in network password equals and then type whatever you want, this is the password that your friends can use to join you if you want nobody to join you at all. This is how you can set the network password like we could in the T7 patch. However, by default, the T7 security fixes are already implemented into the enhanced edition. So this is just for those that want to mess around with a little bit more security. But by default, the enhanced edition, you don't have to mess with any of this. And from here, we can close out of everything, open up Steam, and launch the game normally through Steam. And that's going to launch the enhanced edition from now on. Okay, now I'm going to show you how you can unlock the FPS and go past the 240. So let me show you how to do that. We want to go back to our Black Ops 3 folder, go into the players folder, and then double click the config.ini. Right here where it says frame rate cap, right here, we want to set this number to 0. Setting this to 0 is going to give us an unlocked frame rate. Your game might crash if your PC cannot handle this, just keep that in mind. But set it to 0 for unlocked, go to file and then hit save, and then go ahead and launch the game. Now I would show you playing this, but because I'm recording and I have max settings, I have a overloader encoder error. But just sitting here in the menu, as you can see, I'm getting almost 500 FPS. at 2K settings maxed out while recording in 4K. So that's everything to this tutorial, guys. If you found this helpful at all, please consider dropping a like and a sub, sharing this with a friend if you would. Put a lot of time into making this video. Check out my other content I have on my channel. I have plenty of Black Ops 6, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, Cold War, pretty much all Call of Duty content, as well as some tutorials and a personal story about my brain tumor that I battled with and overcame. So yeah, if you guys want to check those out, I'd really appreciate it. And as always, peace and prosper, much love. You guys take care. We'll see you on the next video. Like.